Tadej Pogačar, the youngest Tour de France winner in over a century. But behind his boyish grin lies a life few ever see. Today we unlock the vault, staggering salaries, a garage full of secrets, watch scandals, and Formula One friendships that blur the line between pedal and throttle. And don't blink, we'll reveal the one vehicle in his garage even his sponsors try to keep hidden. Why would a cyclist who earns millions choose to travel in a camper van rather than a Rolls-Royce? The answer will surprise you. Tadej Pogačar doesn't just win races, he dominates them. And with dominance comes money. A lot of it. According to multiple sources close to UAE Team Emirates, Pogačar earns a base salary between 7 and 9 million euros annually. That alone places him among the highest paid athletes in the world, not just in cycling. But that's only the beginning. Winning the Tour de France alone nets a rider 500,000 euros. Now add the Giro d'Italia, classic races, World Tour bonuses, and sponsor appearance fees, you're easily looking at 2.3 million euros in race-related income annually, on top of his salary. Then there's the real moneymaker, endorsements. Richard Mille, the ultra-luxury Swiss watch brand, has Pogačar on its exclusive athlete roster. Their timepieces aren't just watches, they're wrist-bound supercars. A single Richard Mille RM6702, the model Pogačar is known to wear, retails for over $250,000, and that's just one piece in his collection. Pogačar also partners with Breitling, another elite watchmaker. Then there's DMT cycling shoes, Colnago bikes, and countless smaller personal endorsements negotiated through his agent. But with great fortune comes unexpected risks, and one of those watches would later become the target of an international crime. Stay with us, because in a few minutes we'll show you how that very watch nearly cost him more than just money. Off the bike, Pogačar retreats to a high-rise in Monaco. A kingdom of wealth and seclusion, it's a home base fit for champions, tax exiles, and billionaires. His apartment? Sleek, modern, minimalist. Floor-to-ceiling glass opens onto the Mediterranean. Inside, a gallery of trophies and a training lab built for one. He lives with his girlfriend Uska Zigart, also a pro cyclist. Their life is Spartan, focused, meals are measured, training gear fills every room. But outside those walls, Monaco is his playground and his camouflage. Formula One drivers, tennis stars, tech tycoons, they're his neighbors. He could live louder, flashier, but that's not Pogačar, except when it comes to one thing, his garage. Because buried beneath that elegant apartment is a collection that blends cycling royalty with automotive obsession. It's in the shadows of this Monaco garage where we see the other side of Pogačar, not the cyclist, the petrolhead. A Porsche 911 GT3 RS, bright yellow, carbon accents, a machine that screams power and precision, just like its owner. This isn't just a flashy toy, it's a statement. Pogačar is obsessed with performance, in every form. And he's not alone. He's often seen in F1 paddocks walking side by side with Carlos Sainz, Lando Norris, or Oliver Bearman. His friendships with Formula One's elite go beyond Instagram follows. They talk gear ratios, cornering lines, even tire temperatures. And sometimes, how many zeros are behind the deals that fuel this world of horsepower? Insiders say Sainz once invited Pogačar to test laps on a private circuit in Spain. One pedal-powered phenom meets the prince of horsepower, where multi-million-dollar machines meet the man powered by pure watts. From Monaco to Monza, he moves fluidly between the peloton and the paddock, a rare blend of grit and glamour, trading lycra for paddock passes and race radios for radios that cost more than a team bus. But even in this circle of speed, sponsorship, and steel, there's one item in his garage no one expected. And that's coming up in few minutes. For most riders, wearing a watch during a race is unthinkable. The risk, the weight, the distraction, there's just no point. But not for Tadej Pogačar. His RM6702 isn't just for telling time, it's part of the persona, a statement as sharp as his attacks on the climbs. Crafted from ultralight carbon, TPT and titanium, the watch weighs just 32 grams. But the price? Around $270,000. That's not a typo. That's the kind of number that only appears in luxury catalogues and millionaire wrists. And here it is, rattling over cobbles at 50 kilometers an hour. During the brutal sectors of Paris-Roubaix, that very symbol of elegance turned into a razor. As the road shook him, the watch began to slice into his wrist, blood mixed with sweat and dust, raw power flowing beneath a $250,000 timepiece. A reminder that in cycling, nothing comes without pain, not even luxury. But the worst came off the bike. In March, during the Paris-Nice stage race, thieves broke into Pogačar's hotel room. Among the items stolen, a Richard Mille worth over €165,000, gone in minutes. A watch that had become both a signature and a bullseye. 2 men were eventually sentenced to 4 years in prison for the heist. But the incident showed just how surreal and dangerous life at the intersection of sport and wealth can be. These aren't gadgets. These are high-end collectibles priced like sports cars. Watches for CEOs, oil heirs, and racing royalty. And yet, Pogačar still wears them, still races with them. No fear, no apologies. He brings a 6-figure timepiece into the pain cave like it's part of the uniform. Because for him, style and suffering aren't contradictions. They're the brand. The man who makes elegance bleed and turns titanium into a symbol of domination. So, if you're enjoying the ride, hit subscribe, give it a like, and leave a comment. It helps a lot this way. In a sport dominated by luxury team buses and race day motorcades, Pogačar rolls different. While most would expect him to arrive in a Bentley or even a private jet, Tadej prefers something humbler yet smarter. A custom Carthago campervan, sleek, compact, and more advanced than many pro team trucks. This isn't your dad's RV, it's a rolling fortress of recovery. Inside, hyperbaric sleeping pod, onboard espresso machine, and a rear bike bay that opens like a vault. Precision engineered to fit his Colnago V4 RS, down to the millimeter. And it's not just comfort, it's privacy. On race weeks, it becomes his mental shield. No press, no distractions, just Pogačar and the plan. He travels with his own mattress, meals, and environment. His blood oxygen, sleep quality, and HRV are all optimized, even at 1,500 meters elevation. And here's the kicker. Some say this van, this quiet piece of equipment, might be the most valuable tool in his arsenal. Because in a sport where 1% margins decide careers, this van gives him 2. But it's not even the rarest thing in his motor pool. Up next, a vehicle so secretive, even his sponsors hesitate to talk about it. Few cyclists have ever bridged the gap between 2 worlds, 2 speeds like Tadej Pogačar. Because while his legs push watts on Alpe d'Huez, his heart races with the grid at Silverstone. He's built genuine friendships with the titans of Formula One. Carlos Sainz isn't just a fan, he's a friend. They exchange notes on focus, fear, and the feeling of high-stakes flow. At a private F1 simulator event in Madrid, they swapped helmets for headsets. Sim racing, real competition. Sainz reportedly said, "Tadej could have been a driver if he wasn't born on a bike." And it's not just a bromance. They train together, challenge each other, and yes, occasionally trade cars. Insiders whisper about a McLaren P1 test day in Spain. Pogačar behind the wheel. Sainz coaching from the passenger seat. No cameras, no PR, just 2 champions chasing apexes. But it's not about fame. For Pogačar, it's about mastery. Whether it's watts or RPMs, he's chasing precision. And remember that unfilmable vehicle we teased earlier? It's real. A custom Mercedes Sprinter, camouflaged, unbranded, and rumoured to contain over 150,000 euros worth of mobile tech inside. It's his stealth weapon, a mobile lab, his data sanctuary. F1 friends call it the quiet pit box. Pogačar calls it home. Now that we've seen it all, the fortune, the friendships, the fast machines, it's clear that Tadej Pogačar isn't just building a cycling legacy. He's crafting a life that defies expectations. He earns more than most athletes in the world, lives in one of the most exclusive cities on Earth, has a garage filled with supercars, luxury vans, and even a mobile command center straight out of a sci-fi movie. But for all the noise and flash, his focus remains unshakable. Behind every turn of the pedal, every watch he straps on, every F1 engine he revs, is a man chasing mastery. Tadej Pogačar isn't just a champion on the bike, he's a phenomenon off of it. So, now that you've seen the secret life of the world's most elite cyclist, what surprised you most? The watches? The van? The friendships with F1 royalty? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you want more stories from the hidden lives of cycling superstars, like and subscribe. This small doc channel depends on legends like you. Until next time, ride fast, live smart, and stay curious.